Jackfruit halwa or pudding is really delicious, and that too with tapioca pearls. Just give it a try. This is really a very delicious recipe, and we all just enjoyed having this hot jackfruit halwa. Jackfruit is quite nutritional and it is very delicious. It is naturally very sweet in nature, and you don't need to add too much of sugar in your recipe. This is a jackfruit which we had purchased from the market for 20 rupees, and you need to take out the seeds. These seeds are also edible. You cannot directly eat the seeds. You just need to either bake them, you need to boil them, or you need to fry them, and they taste really delicious. These seeds are also used in any of the recipes, like a gravy recipe, or it is a poor man's nuts. That's what it is known for. Removing the seeds of the jackfruit is very easy. You can just pierce and just remove the seeds, and you can retain the pulp. This pulp, just you can make a filling and you can just insert in that, but I will be today making jackfruit halwa. There are various recipes using jackfruit, and the way using the jackfruit also differs the taste of the recipe. Today I will be chopping them into small pieces and using it in my recipe. See, these are the seeds. You need to wash them and dry them.
You can collect all the seeds of the jackfruit and use it later on. You just leave it to dry and just take out the outer skin, and it can be used in any gravy. You can just bake it in the oven and have it like dry fruits.
And once it is dried, you sun dry it, or you just leave it in the kitchen platform and it will dry itself, and then you will just take out the outer cover of the seeds and you can use the inner part. Today's jackfruit is ripe enough and it is crunchy in nature. So you can see that while I am cutting and chopping the jackfruit, it has got a crunch. It is not very soft so that it will just melt, but yes, this crunchy jackfruit was very sweet and really delicious. So I'll be chopping it so that at the end of the recipe, let's see how it will turn out. If you want, you can make a paste of jackfruit as well, so that it will become a puree, and then you can proceed with the same recipe. But I wanted the look of the jackfruit as well as the bites of it, so that's why I have chopped the jackfruit. See how the chopped jackfruit looks. The color is amazing. The yellow color is really looking very lovely, and in this recipe we will be using sago, sabudana or tapioca pearl. This will enhance the taste of the recipe, and this is the base which I am using, and lots of jackfruit. So I have used around 2 tablespoons of sabudana in this recipe. You need to wash the tapioca pearls, sago or sabudana nicely. After washing, you need to soak them in water or milk, whichever you are comfortable or you prefer. I'll be soaking them in water. It should submerge, not too much of water. You just need to soften them, and then we will proceed with the recipe. At least you can soak them for half an hour to 2 to 3 hours as well. You need to wash the tapioca pearls 2 to 3 times, and once the water comes out clean, then you know that it has been cleaned properly. Now allow the sabudana or tapioca pearls to soak for around half an hour while we start preparing the other ingredients. Just remove the excess water if any. It should be just submerged. So now you can see the tapioca pearls has been kept for soaking, and our jackfruit has been chopped into pieces. Now in this recipe I have taken raisins and dates. So for dates we need to remove the seeds inside. Just give a slit and take out the seeds, and then we will chop the dates into small pieces. Dates and raisins will add natural sweetness to the recipe. Jackfruit is sweet itself, dates is also very sweet in nature, raisins is also sweet. So in this total recipe, when we add all this natural sweetener, then the amount of sugar will be required quite less. So this is the way we can use natural sweetening agents so that consumption of sugar is less. and it also makes the recipe quite healthy. Do not hurry while chopping these ingredients because they are slippery in nature, so you might cut your hand or injure your hands. So slowly and steadily just chop them in equal sizes so that when you make the recipe it looks good. Now comes the dry fruits. In the dry fruits, I have used cashews, almond, and pistachio. So it depends on your choice how much nuts you want to consume. So you just cut them into small pieces and then we will proceed with the recipe. So all the ingredients you need to arrange all together so that once you start the recipe, one after other, you will be adding the ingredients directly. This recipe will be made with pure ghee and we will also use cardamom powder. Now we will keep 1 cup of milk. This is normal boiled milk. It is slim milk which I am using in my recipe. So now you can see all the ingredients are ready. So let's begin. Take a clean pan and add ghee to it. Once the ghee is heated, we will first fry the dry fruits and then we will saute it, and once it is lightly brown, we will take it out. These dry nuts will taste crunchy and delicious. They add good flavor. So since these dry nuts have been chopped and we will also saute the raisins in it, they will add a good texture to the dish. The room is filled with the aroma of ghee. It's smelling so good. Cooking a flavorful and tasty dish is really an art. Not everyone who cooks their food is tasty. The process in which I made this recipe really turned out very delicious, and that's why I am sharing with you all. And do follow the same process and do give the feedback how you liked it. The dry fruits have already been sorted and we have removed it from the pan, and now we will add tapioca pearls in it. Sauteing tapioca pearls really gives a very good taste and flavor to the tapioca pearls. There are many recipes where the sago or tapioca pearls is just boiled in water, strained and then used in the recipe directly. But when you saute it in ghee or butter, whichever you use, it will taste really heavenly. This is one trick which definitely changes your level of cooking, and the flavor is really intense and you will just love it from your heart. When I was a child, I never liked sago, but this way it was really delicious. Now it's time to add the jackfruit which we had chopped, and so we will just add it. Before adding the jackfruit, just ensure you just scrape off the sago which has been sticking to the pan so that it will be clear. It's not difficult, you can just remove it a little bit, and then once you start adding the ingredients, it will automatically start coming out. And as you can see how colorful it is looking, the white sago, the yellow jackfruit, and you just need to saute the jackfruit for some time along with the sago and keep scraping while you are sauteing it. So once the jackfruit has been sauteed, we will add dates to it. So now you can see the brown dates, it looking so colorful and delicious. While they are cooking together, we just need to keep scraping and mixing it after some time. So you can see again the sago has been stuck at the bottom of the pan. We'll now add the sugar and we'll again mix it and we'll add some sort of liquid. So now in this recipe you can add water or milk to it. So I'll be using skim milk. Milk will add richness to the dish as well as it will taste very delicious. You can also add full fat milk, but I had skim milk at home, so I had used it. So 1 cup is sufficient. If you want more creaminess, you can add a little bit more, about half a cup of milk. You can add extra and then you can cook it for a longer period so that the milk gets absorbed with the sago and it will give a texture of halwa. Milk will allow to soften the sago as well as the jackfruit and the dates because they are a bit hard in nature, while sago will get transparent and jackfruit will soften and the dates will become quite soft. Overall, the texture will just come together. This dessert is worth trying. Definitely try this recipe and see how you liked it. Now it's time to add the cardamom powder. Since I had some powder at home, I'm using it. You can use fresh cardamom also in it. You just crush it in a mortar and pestle and you can add it to the recipe. The aroma of cardamom is really very good. So you need to keep sauteing till you finish the recipe. It's almost at the end. Now you just need to keep stirring till the whole milk is absorbed. Till then you need to continue sauteing. This is a summer recipe. During summers you get jackfruit in abundance and they are really delicious. This is the first time I have been making jackfruit halwa with sago. We usually make upma out of it, khichdi out of it, a savory dish, and sago kheer is made with it, and this is the first time I'm making it into a halwa. Now it's time to add the dry fruits which we had fried earlier, and we will mix it and serve it hot. You can see how it has come together and it is looking so delicious. The yellow hues and the brown hues with the white sago is really delicious. I am pleased with my recipe and I really enjoyed making it. I am satisfied with the taste of the jackfruit and sago together combined. My family also enjoyed it. Basically, the taste of the halwa is really worth making it. It can be repeated, you can serve your guests with it. Definitely try this new way of making jackfruit halwa. Do comment how you liked it and which way you are making it. Jackfruit has lots of nutritional benefits which it would provide to our body if we consume it. There are various ways in which we'll consume, and this hot jackfruit halwa is really delicious. Thanks for watching.